What is going on, everybody, football fans around the world? Welcome back to another episode of the Gauntlet podcast here on my YouTube channel, where we've been doing it for the last several weeks. It's been really fun, and we got some new faces. Well, not new to us, but new to you guys for the first time. Minnesota Mike is in the building. Diehard Vikings fan. He's going to be with us tonight. We might get TJ in here. TJ's a Cowboys fan, so going to see how he feels about the Cowboys getting. They're going to get their. Let's face it, they're going to get their ass kicked by the Buccaneers. It's going to happen.
It's ring night, bro. It's ring night. What do you expect? It's ring night.
Yeah, they gotta win. Yeah.
But if they won that game, I would be so fucking shocked. But we got a whole lot of stuff to talk about. Our player of the week is going to be Derrick Brooks. This guy has such a crazy resume. Like he has won so many awards. It's outstanding. We're going to talk about the news around the NFL. We're going to talk about everything that you need to know about Week 1, all the games we're looking forward to. Sports Morons, our favorite segment. And man, Skip fucking Bayless. He just can't stop. He can't stop. He does it to himself. And we're gonna have also other sports morons that we're gonna talk about. It's obviously my favorite thing to talk about here.
The Miami Hurricane who put the chain out. That's the moron of the week.
Oh, you're talking about bald-headed ass guy on ESPN, Finnebom. The Canes are back, baby. Yep.
Not him. The one in my team when we down 27 and bringing the chain out. That is a moron.
Yeah, when they got the interception.
The only thing for that was Roy Williams used to do this when we were down by 35 in the second quarter.
Oh, my God. And we're actually going to introduce Dom's idea for a new segment. We're going to talk about non-football-related topics for a couple minutes. Ooh. So all kinds of stuff to get into, guys. So how are you guys all doing tonight?
I'm good.
Doing pretty good.
Doing well. I found some vodka in my freezer, so much better now.
I got my strawberry margarita. I'm very happy.
This one beer ain't going to cut it.
Nice. So you guys will have to let us know what you're sipping on in the comments. If you're drinking, enjoying anything good, be sure to definitely let us know, bro. And just want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Lots of Rain, men's watches and accessories. Use promo code PhillyGym for 10% off site-wide. You can get watches. You can get all kinds of accessories, bags, sunglasses. There's all kinds of stuff on there, so you guys will just have to check the link that is down below in the description. So, without further ado, gentlemen, Mr. Derrick Brooks is our player of the week. So, let's talk about him, man. This guy was he was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2014. Super Bowl champion. Everyone talks about that Tampa defense with Warren Sapp, Rondé Barber. They were really an outstanding bunch back there. He was a Walter Payton Man of the Year. He was a 2002 Defensive Player of the Year, five-time first-team All-Pro, 4-time second-team, 11-time Pro Bowler. Had a great college career, too, at Florida State. Was a 2-time consensus All-American there. Also won ACC Defensive Player of the Year with the Seminoles. And also won the Bart Starr Award. So when you're talking about some of the best linebackers in history, you have to bring his name up. He constantly made play after play. In my opinion, everyone talks about Warren Sapp. In my opinion, he was the best player on the defense back in those days.
Without a doubt.
So everyone talks about Warren Sapp, and I give him his credit, but give me Derrick Brooks. He's always making big plays for you. One of the greats when you're talking about linebackers.
To your point,
you guys got any thoughts?
When you mentioned that 2002 title team won Defensive Player of the Year and recording reception return for touchdown, and each of those receptions were like 90 yards. Derrick Brooks to me is the perfect linebacker, the most complete, most versatile linebacker outside of Bobby Bell, maybe Brian Urlacher. I love Ray, but I don't think Ray's cover skills are the same way as Derrick Brooks. Derrick Brooks was a corner linebacker. And to me, I'm glad that he was able to get a ring because back when Tampa Bay didn't have anything, they had him. And they had Warren on the team. Then Simeon Rice came along, but it always started with him. And being a Hurricane, I loved him, but I hated him. But I can say without a doubt, he is my favorite Seminole of all time. Like, I really loved his game. I loved everything about him. I loved the way he could cover. I loved the way he would, just dominate on the field, on inside and outside. If he was in the game today, I really would love to see how much of impact on a defense he would have. Like, he would probably have more chances to get pick sixes or get interceptions because the way they pass the ball this much, how much
absolutely.
How much?
Yeah. He's an any era player. He'd be good if
he,
not better.
He just really had a nose for getting the ball. 24 first fumbles on his career, along with 25 career interceptions. So that's really damn good when you're talking about linebackers. So really had a nose for causing havoc, creating turnovers constantly. So I absolutely love Derrick Brooks.
He was a big reason they fixed the defense in Tampa too. Tampa had a really bad defense for years until Derrick Brooks went there. So he was like one of the first guys that started ramping up that defense for Warren Sapp. And when they went around the Super Bowl run against the Raiders and stuff like that, so he shored up a lot of holes there on Tampa.
Certainly, man. Certainly.
Honestly.
They were ass for a while until he went there.
Yeah.
Yep. I think they actually had one of the longest active losing streaks in NFL history at the time.
Back when they wore those creamsicle jerseys that
Dom is obsessed with. Yeah.
Dom's favorite jerseys.
Don't speak poorly about my presence, sir.
We all know you're gonna get a creamsicle Tom Brady Buccaneers.
God.
That's another story.
God.
Chris got burning.
Get a Rams jersey.
Oh, a Stafford one? Get him a Stafford Rams jersey?
I was so excited about
It's so crazy that the three of us down here are all going to be rooting for Stafford. Well, for Dom, he's used to it, but for me and Mike, we have to root for Stafford on Sunday night. That's funny to me.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I really hope he does good over there, but we'll see what he does.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Well, I've always thought he was a good quarterback on a shitty team, so now he's on a team that's good, so you're going to really see if he's about it or not. Like Joseph always says, Joseph thinks he's another Kirk Cousins, which I don't agree with that, but he does have pressure to get it done now that he's on a pretty good team.
That's okay, because Mike and Mike Booth, you were there 3 years ago when he got signed for the $84 million. I said, I'm just going to sit back and laugh when he don't do it. And 3 years later, I just sit back and laugh. I'm going to say the same thing about them. I said that they couldn't get further than where Jared Goff got them now, which is in the last 3 years, which is a divisional round. And when I come back in 3 years, I'm very confident that Stafford is going to get them to where they need to go. Because don't go. And now to the point of this guy right here, I'm on the lone wolf. If this is for the opening game, this is the kind of game I think Dallas could win.
Oh, God, no way.
Okay. Boys for Life is going for the upset. Cowboys by 3.
I disagree, Joe, on this one.
I don't think there's any way.
I just don't. I think Tampa's going to have way too much momentum, just getting the rings.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder how Zach Martin missing this game is going to have an impact because, obviously he's one of the best guards in the NFL, and Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they have a ferocious front seven. Their D-line can get after you. They got good linebackers too.
To your
point,
I hope you're right. I hope you're right, honestly, Joe. I hope you're right. That'd be awesome to see someone shock the world. I have a hard time thinking Dallas is going to be able to do it on Thursday night.
To your point,
I'm open for the upset.
But they can.
But I don't see it. They're Tampa Bay stacked. They're getting the rings, the momentum. I just have a hard time believing Tom Brady is going to lose opening night.
Your point. It is Brady, so I'll give you that. But I was just saying, like, if there was a game that
Joseph up here, are you afraid of the dark?
Dallas would show up, go out, it would be a game like this. I wouldn't be surprised because everything is so much against
TJ, the link is still in the chat. Just click the link and you can come back. It's not that big a deal.
God damn it, TJ.
Okay, Boys for Life is going for the upset, though. He's a dire Cowboys fan, so
Okay.
you know,
I feel it.
right
I feel it. Ride with your squad.
I can respect it.
TJ's gonna ride. TJ's gonna ride with him too. TJ's also a Cowboys fan.
You should, and so should Megan. Like, it's good to still root for your team. I'm with you on that.
It's not like I expect
big
them
deal.
to get.
I just think Tampa's really good, right? That's just what
I think
I
they're good too, bro. But
I don't think
teams are
Cowboys
rusty.
are going to get
Teams
like
are
blown
rusty in the
out,
first
but
game.
like
And
I just
very nice.
if I was betting money on it, I would put my money on Tom Brady. That's all I'm saying. It's just like that's where I put my money.
Well, I'll give you that because
It's not even anything against the
it's more than
Cowboys.
likely Tampa's gonna win. But
Yeah, it's just
you
like
think-
it's more
you
about the
think Dallas could
Buccaneers
at
than it
least-
is the Cowboys.
you think Dallas could at least cover the spread?
What's the spread?
Yeah, I don't even know
Let
what
me
the
look,
spread
let me
is.
look real quick.
3.5 or 4.
We switched on this Derrick Brooks. We're done with it, right?
Yeah, we're done with Derrick Brooks. We all love him. Great player, great guy,
Yeah.
Hall of Famer.
On to Thursday night. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh shit! It's Tampa 8-point favorites.
8.
Dallas can cover that.
I got the score.
Yeah.
Tampa by 6.
What's the score? What's the score you got, Joe?
27-24 Dallas.
30-24. Buccaneers.
I'm going 28-15 Tampa.
Good gosh.
15. It's a weird
No, I
score.
don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
5 goals. This is exactly the type of game that
5 field goals.
5.
Bro, like Dallas has playmakers, man.
Dallas is going to score some touchdowns. I'm pretty sure about that.
They've got playmakers, bro.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go.
Tyler, what's your score?
Let me think here.
Touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. That's how they get 15.
Tyler's gonna go 56-21.
I'm going 38-24.
Okay. Oh,
Heck,
fair
I'm
enough.
going, I'm going to go 28-24.
Okay.
28. Oh, really close.
Yeah, I'm like I think I'm. Well, Dom, you have Tampa winning by more than 8 too, right? So you and me are yeah.
28-15. Weird score.
15, yeah.
Yeah.
They just got kicked field goals.
bro.
That's Lions math right there. I don't know what that is.
It could be 2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it could be like 1 2-point conversion.
I don't know, man. If they could get a 2-point
And 2
conversion, though,
touchdowns.
with that red zone defense of Tampa,
Yeah.
that might be the hardest 2-point conversions you can get of any team in the NFL.
TJ's here. Let's see what he has to say about
All right, see what you
the
got, TJ.
Buccaneers and
Yeah.
stuff. TJ, what's up, my man? How you feeling about
What's up?
your Cowboys going into Tampa, opening
Is
night,
that like Hurricane?
8-point underdogs against Tom Brady, defending champs? What's going to happen on Thursday night? What do you see happening?
I see us losing, in all honesty.
Okay.
I
respect the honesty.
The fan in me wants to say we're going to win, but being realistic, we're not going to win.
Okay.
What's the score you got?
The few the
You think it's going to be close?
fans.
It's going
What
to be
is
close.
it?
I
Okay.
think it'll be 37.
Okay, similar to me. I had 38-24.
I had it 30-24.
Okay.
Tampa.
Joe has the Cowboys winning, though, on this.
I think Joe's the only person picking Dallas.
Joe's supporting Megan.
Oh, do I get to? Oh!
Yeah, there you go. There you
Yeah, the
go.
lone wolf thing.
No, I just like it's just at the end of the day, one thing I've noticed about Dallas is in games that they virtually look like they have no chance. they find a way to come out and come on top, which is what keeps people. It's the whole thing that what makes people think Dallas is a contender or possible not a contender is because they play to the competition. And
What
so
is that not ever won
Well,
a big
Dallas
game?
is normally really good at the start of the season. But then,
that's
like as the season goes on, that's when they start not playing well.
Fucking up.
it's just
What's on for Joe?
I just think there's just a certain like, okay, y'all don't believe in us. You know what? We're gonna show you. But what's gonna happen is I think, this is gonna
Underdog mentality.
Damn, TJ, what happened?
He's back. Not exactly sure what's going on.
So great. That was one of my picks that you guys have found out about that I was going to talk about tomorrow.
Okay. That would be a bold one.
Yeah.
Look at this Reaper talents up. I see the a day to remember.
He's always in here. He's an OG.
And we got a day to remember background there. He's a
Desert Eagle 90s
remember
chiming
fan.
in. Let's see what he says. Got a feeling it'll be a close one. First game is always boring and sloppy, and the Bucs could be on the Super Bowl cloud still. Watch.
I mean, they still could be.
I'm not going to tell you you're wrong, bro. I'm not, because teams are always
could be, but Tom Brady's won a lot of Super Bowls. I don't think he's too impressed by just one.
Okay.
You know,
Thank you.
Yeah, but haven't we seen New England like get destroyed the year after they won the Super Bowl, like the opening
he's
game?
not invincible. You know,
This
don't get me
happens
wrong.
like all the time, I feel like.
Yeah, it's definitely possible, but a lot to do with that defense too. You know, they got.
That's what I was gonna say.
They brought everybody back. They're healthy. They're good. You know?
I was gonna say a lot of this, like Tampa, even Tampa winning the Super Bowl last year. This is what happens towards the end of people's careers. Peyton Manning was carried by a Denver Broncos defense and Von Miller, through his Super Bowl run.
Peyton Manning was terrible.
And to be honest, Tom Brady threw 3 picks in that NFC Championship game. But when you get bailed out by a defense like that, and it's hard to get a first down on them, that's where that's where I.
So wait,
Tampa's
are we saying that this is the year that Tom Brady is not going to be Tom Brady anymore, and he's going to get carried by his defense?
I'm not going on record saying that on camera.
I'm not going to say
camera. On camera. Keyword on camera.
I'm just saying I'm not being sports moron of the week with video proof.
My quarterback in my.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Tyler, what do you think? Like, can I say like?
Well, everyone says don't bet against Tom Brady, bro. But
what's that?
Can he really keep this up forever?
Ever?
No, you can't. But
I don't know, bro.
That defense is really going to be a problem. You said, Zach Martin's out. He's one of the best guards in the league. That's a big problem going against one of the best D lines in the league, or front sevens. If you really, you can say one of the best front sevens in the league. Honestly, so
I definitely wouldn't expect Zeke to have a huge game because of that.
A big reason why I'm not going against Brady is just because I do believe at his stage in his life, how you train and how you prepare your body is the most important thing to your success.
That is true, bro. Look at LeBron.
Look
at Cristiano Ronaldo. Like, these guys, they invest millions of dollars into their diet and their exercise.
Exactly.
And that's why their longevity is it just keeps going.
What was the question? What was the question you were going to ask me, Joe?
So I was going to say, like, what do you think? Do you think Brady's going to be okay? Because I think Brady at 43 through 40 touchdowns, it's not like Brett Favre, where if you look at Brady working out, he doing videos, he takes care of his body. He's in the best possible shape to succeed if you were to play this position, especially quarterback, when you are heavily protected and heavily looked after for, and he has a offensive line that is just as good as they were last year. And no one is more equipped to get the ball out quicker before getting a big hit than Brady is. And so at the end of the day.
Okay, Joseph, I'm glad you brought that up. We're going to kind of shift gears. We need to talk about – this is something I really wanted to talk about. Tom Brady had an interview where they were asking him about, how he feels and stuff. And he says, he feels the same way he does when he was 24. But he also said that he doesn't like the way how the rules are set up in the NFL because he feels as though the defensive players are always on the bad end of stuff. Also, they're just trying to make good plays on the ball and whatnot. If you're playing secondary or whatever, every time you tackle a guy, if you're a defensive lineman, it's a roughing the passer. So what Tom was basically saying was he feels as though they're not teaching offense the right way because they're letting them get away with so much stuff that they shouldn't be getting away with. So what are your guys' thoughts on that? Is Tom Brady telling the truth? Because I kind of got to agree with him, because I think I've been saying a lot of the things like that these defensive players are always in a bad situation no matter what they do, because they're trying to push it to where the NFL, all the rules are geared for the offense to be more successful.
Well, he should know. He should speak on that because he got away with a blown call in that Green Bay and Tampa game at the end of the play anyway.
And
it was a blatant bad call, but
let's not go through history. Tuck rule for one. It was a damn fumble.
He's gotten away with a lot. He's gotten away with a lot, honestly. But
I'm not going to go.
Let me answer Joe's questions from the last segment real quick. I think Tom Brady's still going to be good. I think what helps him, though, is that you can make a mistake. You can throw an interception now when you have a defense that's going to go and get you the ball back. Like Aaron Rodgers, for example, he can't make mistakes. And the reason why he has to hold on to the ball and not throw it away or throw a pick or something is because his defense can't bail him out. They give up so many points. You know what I mean? So, like, for Tom Brady, he could throw 3 picks in an NFC Championship game, and that would be a huge asterisk towards, most quarterbacks. You blew the game, but his defense is good enough to win it.
Yeah.
But because they won, nobody brings it up.
No one wants to talk about that because at the end of the day, they won. So
Tom Brady is Jesus, and he's so clutch.
But he's great.
He's got bailed out.
He's still good.
It's not just any quarterback. If the quarterback wins, forget about whatever they did beforehand. Because at the end of the day, Josh Allen didn't have a good game against the Ravens. But all they talk about that is that he won, right? If you looked at the game, they scored 1 touchdown. They didn't score any other touchdowns. They scored 1. Now, to this point about Brady, make no mistake. Brady is not a guy who is looking for calls just because he's afraid to get hit. Brady embraces the toughness. Brady embraces the grind. At the end of the day, some of the calls that he comes and tries to complain about is because he's probably fearful that he doesn't want to lose his leg because it's always hidden towards his leg. But if you go straight to his body or straight to his face a little bit, he's not. He accepts that. He got clocked by Nate Clements back in the day. He got clocked by Nate Clements, and he was
remember that.
But to his point, offensive players are trained with a dynamic to know, okay, I can reach out because I'm gonna get away with the call. And defenders are
exactly
sense of
unless you're
who?
Mike Evans.
Fair.
Well, Brady wasn't hit much last season though, with Tristan Wirfs blocking for him.
Yeah. I think as good as they were last year on offense, they'll be better because now you don't have a rookie tackle.
What did Tampa really do though? This is all I'm going to say. A lot of teams will win the Super Bowl, and then they'll come back the next year and they'll say, oh, we're deep, and, we're great. We got the same great team we had last year, while the rest of the league sees what Tampa did, and they're like, look, we got to figure a way to improve our team so we can possibly beat Tampa.
Like
what did Tampa really do to make themselves better? Not very much.
Brady
the rest of the league, a lot of teams at NFC, they were making moves. Are we sure that Tampa is the prohibitive favorites to go back to the Super Bowl and come out of the NFC again?
They are for me. They are for me.
Say yeah.
I would say that they're the favorites, but I think the NFC is deep enough to where, like, you're not gonna know. It's not guaranteed.
It's wide open.
There's enough people that could, be a really great team instead of a good team that people thought they were going to be.
I only believe
there's a lot of teams coming back healthy as well.
You ready for this?
So
beats Brady and the Buccaneers in the semis, and then loses to Aaron Rodgers in the NFC title game.
Who?
No, he does. No,
Stafford?
no, Don. The vodka's going to your head. The Packers are not winning the NFC title game. Knock it off.
Right. You're right. Not against Tampa. I've been saying for weeks now.
Come on, Packer fan. What you got to respond to that? Come on.
Honestly, I kind of like Dom's take. Of course I do, right? But I think Tampa is the team that I'm the most like worried about. Obviously, like San Francisco was the problem the year before because we couldn't stop the run, and Raheem Mostert ran all over us in that NFC title game. They fixed that, but now it's like worrying about the corners and worrying about if we're playing fucking zone defense and if Patton's there and if King's there. But I think it's different now. I think honestly, if we play the Rams, I'm not as worried as everyone thinks we are. The Green Bay Packers know how to beat Matt Stafford. Exactly. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
You can beat the Rams. I just don't think you can beat Tampa.
I think the
He's
Rams
saying
are
that Tampa's
good,
a bad matchup for y'all, basically.
Yeah, I think Tampa's the worst matchup for us in the NFC. But everyone else, I think Green Bay plays with house money, and I feel like they could beat all of them.
You're the Browns team. You're the only team I actually will give a chance to defeat Brady. The only other team I believe that could actually take down Brady is Green Bay. So if it's not them, I don't think anybody else is.
Well, I think you're kind of forgetting about the 49ers a little bit there, too, because
49ers are great.
They got decimated last year by COVID injuries. They could very easily have a top 5 to 7 defense just by being healthy. They're really good. And if,
Kittle was out most of last year.
Yeah, and if Jimmy plays halfway decent, that defense could probably carry. I'm not saying they're a Super Bowl winning team, but let's not sleep on them.
They were in the Super Bowl just 2 years ago.
And even my team, we're gonna be healthy. I'm not saying we're in title contention right now because we got a lot of questions to answer. On the field. So
still gonna be in the playoff mix though.
Yeah, I think we're good enough to be in the playoffs, but we got a lot to prove before I can say like we're up there with the Bucks and stuff like that.
I love you. I'm gonna keep quiet on my feelings about you. Okay? I love you.
You don't have to like it, Joseph, and I know we got a lot to prove. But we're healthy. We've fixed some holes in our defense, and that's going to be the biggest improvement for us. Offensive line still a question, unfortunately. And then Kirk Cousins' downfalls are still there too. So we'll just see what it is. But so we got a lot of questions to answer on the field. But
you guys drafted like 2 offensive line.
Well, Darisaw has been injured all preseason. He's coming back. He's getting back in practice Wednesday, so tomorrow. But that's not enough for him to. Hill is going to be our left tackle week 1, and that's the turnstile left tackle. So I'm not.
Yeah, and the Irv Smith hurt you guys.
That hurt a lot
because he can block too. So that's what.
Yeah. What are you guys gonna like? What were your thoughts about the trade rumor that was going around that Philadelphia Eagles contacted the Vikings, and they were prepared to trade not Zach Ertz, but Dallas Goedert.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked by that. I thought for sure it was going to be Zach Ertz. If that was going to be, I knew that there would be conversation, and I thought for sure it was Ertz. Never even thought Goddard would be on the table, but I think the Vikings did the right thing, not giving up a first for a tight end. Well, we know Irv's coming back. He's still young. We're not,
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I saw that rumor, too, and I saw James talking about it. And I obviously know that James wants the Eagles to lock up Goddard. But I think Minnesota does believe in Irv Smith quite a bit. I just think they're just hoping he can come back and be healthy. Because, I mean, he did show glimpses of being pretty good. And he's a blocking tight end, too. It's like Mercedes Lewis with us. Like, he doesn't have to catch passes. He blocks really well. You know what I mean?
Mercedes Lewis is still playing?
Yeah.
He's still in the league, man.
Big dog is what they call him on the Packers. Aaron loved him.
He was born in 1920.
I loved him on NCAA 2008 or 7.
This is when Joe had a console.
I thought they were
it's old.
bringing back. I thought they were bringing back NCAA. What happened with that?
That's right, Tyler.
Like I know Madden came out, but like
So long.
I thought they had to wait like another year or something like that. I got pushed back a little bit. I don't know. We have to look that up.
If they were for sure bringing that back, I would go get a PS4 today.
PS5.
5. That's how long it's been.
No, but to your point, I look at other teams. I recognize Seattle. I recognize Russ. I recognize the potential people are saying about LA. It's coming down to who has the quarterback that you have the most confidence in to go up against the defense that the Brady and the Bucs have, and Brady himself. Because no matter what you're going to say, no matter how many picks he throws, you do not count him out of figuring it out. He's figuring out NFL.
Why is Seattle criminally slept on year after year?
Because they have
their
no offensive
roster's
line.
not very good. Russell
Because their
Wilson.
offensive line is shit. That's
It
what
is.
Russell
the problem
Wilson
is.
carries them to relevancy year after year.
The problem with me, Dom, with Seattle, because I think they're one of the toughest places to play, and their fan base is great and everything. But the problem is that everyone looks at all these flashy players and all these fantasy players, and that's how a lot of casual. Not saying any of us do, obviously, but like a lot of casual people will watch and go, "Oh, the Vikings, they're good. They have Jefferson and Cook. Oh, the Ravens, they're good. They have Lamar Jackson." And I can go through the list. But no one talks about like the offensive line, and it's like Seattle's offensive line didn't get much better in the draft. Yeah. They waited on their picks to fix it, and it's like if Russ isn't getting any time in the pocket,
Russell Wilson has consistently masked their deficiencies for years because there's no quarterback that's better at making plays.
He's a great quarterback.
He's a magician. He's like when he rolls around and he scrambles, that's when you're in trouble.
I just wish they would help him. I just wish they would help him.
Yeah, I mean, you need to eventually give him some help. I mean, he's been asking for offensive line help. He's got wide receivers. Give him some freaking time. He can throw the ball.
So
it's crazy.
Go ahead, Joe.
We're just going to ignore the fact that when he's winning and he's doing all this stuff, it's fine. But when he throws interceptions and they lose the game, all of a sudden, Russ has no help. Russ is just as much contributes to that team failing as much as the offensive line because he has put himself in serious situations as every year. He starts off looking like
if you put another quarterback, mostly any quarterback in the league besides elite talents like Mahomes or Aaron Rodgers or somebody like that.
Yeah, if you put Stafford there, he's getting butchered.
They would not be in the playoffs, period.
But I'm saying at the end of the day, their woes aren't just on the other people. There was a game they had got down. I think it was the year San Fran made the Super Bowl.
It's not all on the other people. Partly it is on Russ, but it's mostly not on Russ. Let's be honest.
He does a lot for that team. Is he perfect? And does he make mistakes? No, but he makes mistakes. But he covers up a lot of other people's mistakes as well. So you only can do so much. So if he got some offensive line help, maybe he could slow down and he could make better decisions with the ball.
Russell Wilson wants to be.
What happened in 2000 and the year San Fran went to the Super Bowl? The game that they locked up the division, Russ was at the goal line.
That's true. That's true.
4 plays to get to touchdown, and you couldn't get it done, and that ultimately lost your chance to win the division. I'm not saying he's the blame for sure.
Run the damn ball then, Pete Carroll. Did you not learn your lesson in the Super Bowl?
But you just said it. He has Russ.
Because Pete Carroll is a
figure it out.
That's the coach's fault. just because you have a great quarterback doesn't mean you should be throwing the ball from shotgun formation on the 1 yard line. It makes no sense.
But Joe, it's just
your primary offensive philosophy.
Joe, but correct me if I'm wrong though, right? Because this is the way I look at it. As a GM of the Seattle Seahawks, when you're selecting in the draft, why is offensive lineman not a priority?
Fair point.
Right.
This is what I was trying to say in one of the deepest.
Yeah, what do they need besides offensive line? Their team. I mean, their team is kind of aging on the defensive side too. Like Bobby Wagner, as great as he's been, he's getting old too.
Yeah,
so I mean, what do they even really have on their defense?
It's just like even when you're signing Adams and giving them that big deal,
it's just not a very good team. It's just like overall, their team's not that good. That's why I'm not sold on them. That's why I'm not high on them.
They go as Russ goes.
They're tough to play at home. That's what I say.
Absolutely. I mean, they're going to be a tough out.
Sure they are.
Especially with the fans back. That'll help them a little bit. Is that, the 12th man to be loud as fuck, and that would be a tough. But what are they going to do on the road when that offensive line is struggling? And to Joe's point, if Russell Wilson isn't, he can't play hero ball in the last seconds when he needs to win the game, what are they going to do on the road then, too? That's where I see the holes. I think they're going to struggle on the road this year.
Ooh.
My boy Cliff tuning in. So you want to know something? I don't know, man. Let's talk about some more of this, more of these games, because we talked a lot about the Thursday nighter. But what are some other games that you guys?
Browns Chiefs, guys. Let's talk about that.
Yep, definitely. Let's start with the Browns and Chiefs, and that's
got to be game of the week, right?
That better fucking be on TV.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Sure, it's gonna be. It's Mahomes. It's always Mahomes is literally gonna be on TV every single week.
Yeah, that game. Outside of my team, that is the game that I'm really excited to see. Yeah. I think that's going to be an awesome game.
That's going to be a great game.
The Browns need to win this game. I know it's only week 1, but we've been talking about the Browns on here for a long time, and a lot of us are high on the Browns. But the Browns lost to this team, and they were ever so close to possibly beating them. The touchback play happened.
Yeah,
and it kind of everything
crazy.
went to shit.
That is such I hate that rule, man. They need to win
this game, and they need to show everyone that they're here, and they're here to put the league on notice. So I think the Browns need to win this game. They cannot.
I think this is going to be the overtime game of the week.
The Browns need to win this one.
I think this goes to overtime.
Game of the week too, and it's how long has it been since they won an opening game?
Oh, wow.
That's a good question.
I'm going to look it up.
Question of the week.
It's been a long time. So it'd be really good for them to, turn the page on history. Okay, we're here. We're playing with the big teams, the elite teams. I see a lot of people seeing them win in the North, AFC North, and I kind of got the Ravens edging them out a little bit. I shouldn't because Joseph's always hating on my team, but I'm gonna be honest.
They're both gonna make the playoffs, though.
Oh, absolutely. I think they're both gonna be locked in there on the playoffs. And I think it's gonna come down to the end of the season. The last game that the Browns and Ravens play will probably decide that division. In my opinion.
Lindy.
The Ravens
Lindy.
Their last 7 games against the division.
Dang, James, you got some fans over.
But
man, we got it jumping tonight, man. People love the Gauntlet.
His YouTube, he's got YouTube subscribers for days.
I hope
they're stepping into the Gauntlet. That's what they're doing tonight, baby.
I'm looking forward to Pittsburgh and Buffalo as well as the Cardinals.
That's another one.
That's a big good one.
Cardinals. I'm
ready to see the Green Bay Packers and New Orleans Saints playing at a neutral site. We're going to talk about this on the next segment.
Where Tyler's team apparently can't.
But there was something that a certain head coach said.
We're gonna bring it up. We're gonna bring it up on the Sports Morons. I'm gonna keep you guys tuned in for that.
But I'm just saying, if Aaron lights them up, don't say I told you so.
Why wouldn't
I hate
he
to
let
be
him
the
up?
one that says I told you so.
Sports Morons. We'll save it for Sports Morons. But I'll say we'll talk about it, TJ.
It's all about Jameis for me. It's all about Jameis. I want to see
People are hyping up Jameis, bro. Like people said he had the surgery on his eyes. That's why he threw a million
He's
interceptions.
not going to throw.
Without Michael Thomas still.
Certainly, Jameis isn't going to throw any picks, right, against Jair Alexander, that ball hawk. But we'll talk.
We're going to see, bro, because people have been saying he's been sitting and watching Drew Brees. And he's been learning, and he had surgery on his. A lot of, like, people are serious. I thought it was a joke, but people are saying that he had surgery on his eyes, and that was like an excuse for he couldn't see the field right. So he literally was throwing a million interceptions.
The thing is, like this week, I feel like my Packers aren't even playing the Saints fans. It ain't the TJ Ords of the world. It is the Packers versus all the Seminole fans this week. So you know.
No, I got a legit question. Outside of Michael Thomas, who do the Saints have at wide receiver?
Yeah, I don't know.
People are really
that tight end Troutman or whatever is pretty much like the second best receiver.
Don't sleep on Callaway, bro.
Oh yeah, Marquez Callaway.
I do think that the Saints picked the right guy to be their quarterback. But
I do too.
I don't know if the eye surgery actually is going to fix his turnover problem. I think it was more of
Taysom Hill will still get.
Ooh, look at that! Look at the wife tuning in. The wife tuning in. What's up, Jessica?
She's such a.
Jess is stepping into the gauntlet tonight. That's what's up.
Now, what I will say is, in regards to the eye surgery, I mean. Carlos Rogers, when he was with the Washington Redskins, oh my gosh.
The who? They don't exist no more. The football team.
Life. He goes to San Francisco, fixes his eyes, he gets 6 interceptions the next year. It's possible.
Yeah, but
bro, I'm not buying this shit, man. His eyes, he has to have surgery on his eyes, and he's going to be a good quarterback. Like, when have you ever heard of this happening before? This is like it makes no sense.
I think it's more like the system he was in. It's just Arian's system is bomb the ball, throw the ball deep, and it's just not
terrible that year.
So you think Sean Payton has a better system?
I don't want to give Sean Payton credit right now.
No, I don't really.
I give him no credit. He had won one Super Bowl. He won one Super Bowl where he got caught for.
Well, I know Mike. We know Mike ain't gonna. We know Mike ain't gonna stick up for Sean Payton.
And the Saints have been choking ever since, bro. Like, why does everyone think that Sean Payton's like an offensive genius guru?
To be fair, the cheated in the NFC Championship game, though.
Yeah, they did.
No,
it was a bad call.
To be fair, they could have. To be fair, that was one of the worst calls of all time. But Drew Brees also choked in overtime through interception.
Yeah, but to be honest, I still don't believe the Saints would have beat the Patriots in that Super Bowl.
Drew Brees just hung around for too long.
The Patriots definitely wouldn't have won the Super Bowl if they played the Saints.
You don't think so?
I don't think. No, the Patriots are terrible. Like they scored 13 points against the Rams.
Definitely not.
The Rams were not even that good, bro. Like it was just like an overall terrible game.
As soon as the Rams won
the Bowls I've ever seen.
Jared, their one-ring quarterback.
As soon as the Rams won that title game,
Jared Goff has literally played in a Super Bowl though, so I don't know.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Because I knew fucking Jared Goff.
We've seen game managers. Brad Johnson. We've seen game managers in Super Bowls.
Yep.
Trent Dilfer.
Why y'all leave him alone? I wasn't gonna say shit.
Hey, bro, I got
But it's true. But it's true.
Did you hear what he did? He's a high school coach pushing players around, and like parents are flipping out about it.
Hey,
you must have not seen it, but
he did what
people are like, all the parents are getting really pissed off at him. They're like, don't put your hands on my kid. Like, even if you're the coach and you're mad and like all this other shit, even if the players got bad attitude.
What about you guys? Any other games of the week you're excited about? Let's talk about some terrible ones. Let's see here.
The Eagles
Jets, oh my God, bro! Like
Jets and Panthers for me. That's a
Oh yeah. Yep.
Darnold.
Sam Darnold revenge game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I got Carolina in that one.
That's perfect. He's still gonna leave.
Yeah, I think
He's gonna light up the Jets and beat.
I think he
and they're gonna overhype it. If they overhype that though, if they overhype it, and we're like, wow,
Broncos and
Arnold in the
Giants.
new system looks
That
real
game is
good.
gonna be trash.
That's a bullshit because they're playing the Jets. this
Jags
week.
and Texans.
2 years ago,
Ooh, Jags
Gonna
and
be an ugly
Texans.
game.
Ooh,
Jags by 20.
49ers and the Lions.
49ers by 30.
Lions are smashed.
we might.
That one's gonna be ugly for the Lions. It's gonna be ugly.
Honestly,
Like really ugly.
Ravens and the Raiders, bro. Like the Raiders are
Tell you
trash.
what,
Like
man, Broncos and Giants. Ugh.
Broncos and Giants. It's gonna be like
That's a
watching
gross
by
game
one.
too.
that's pretty bad.
Shout out
Well,
to Teddy though, beating out Drew Lock.
I think
Teddy Two Gloves.
That wasn't hard.
I'm
Teddy
happy
too
for
close.
Teddy, but he's just
He's
an
gonna
average
lead the
QB.
Broncos to the
Good
promised
guy,
land.
though.
He's
No, he's not.
He's a
No.
fucking mediocre quarterback, Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah, I love Teddy as a person, but that's just like
He's a mediocre quarterback.
He kind of
He
sucks,
should-
but he's not as bad. He doesn't suck as bad.
He's not as bad as Drew Lock. No, Drew Lock is terrible, bro.
Dude, Drew Lock.
Yeah.
How is he in
Daniel
the
Jones
NFL?
is better than Drew Lock.
Well, Drew Lock's got a.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I
and that's
agree.
saying- that's saying
Drew
something
Lock's the
because
worst.
Daniel Jones
Yeah,
sucks.
but I agree. I think Drew Lock, like going into this when we talked about it, like he's the worst starting quarterback until now. Teddy Bridgewater took over, but
now
he
Daniel
was.
Jones is the worst.
Oh,
Stop it. Stop
I don't know.
it. Times hate.
I don't
Andy
know about
Dalton.
the worst for Daniel Jones. I don't know.
Who's the worst?
You're gonna be-
Tyrod?
Andy Dalton's one of them. Tyrod's
Andy-
probably one of them.
Oh, okay.
The Red Rider
I don't know,
BB
bro.
gun? Yeah, he's up
Yeah,
there.
I mean, I hope they ride him out
Jared
too
Goff.
long to get to face him and not. You know,
Justin
and-
Fields outplayed him though in the preseason. Like, what
They
the hell
just-
was up with that?
Justin Fields should be starting week 1.
They resting him. They don't want Aaron Donald to hurt him in week 1.
Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't
So you
want to.
think he's
either.
gonna be the
You don't
starter
want
by
to see
week
Aaron Donald your first game.
They'll be a starter by week 5 at least.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be week 2 because I
He's
really
definitely gonna be
think they want-
starting at some point in the season.
Because I really think they want Andy Dalton to do his little homecoming with the Bengals and the Bears in week 2, because that might be a game they could possibly win even.
Yeah,
yo, I'm actually.
I say by week 4,
I'm
Fields is the starter.
Might be really bad this year.
What were you saying, Joe?
I'll say I'm actually looking to the Ravens and Raiders just because this is the first time Lamar Jackson is going to be coming into a season without a lot of key weapons. So it's going to be the chance for him to see if he really is ready to take that next level. The Raiders, I think, are a much better team than people are giving them credit for. I think that they have a solid running game, and their defense has been a year together. It's going to be a very good game against two teams who have a lot of history with each other. So outside of like
Ravens in a blowout.
I
wouldn't say a blowout, but
Wait, who the Ravens play?
10 points. Ravens
I'll
by
be
10.
honest, I kind of question if John Gruden's even a good coach anymore.
I don't think he
No,
is.
he's definitely not.
I think
They gave him
Ravens
$100
by
million
14 in
for
that
nothing.
game.
However, the people that think the Raiders are only going to win like 4 or 5 games, they're wrong.
No, I think they're
They'll
going
win,
to
they'll
win
win
6.
6. They'll win 6. Are you happy?
When
6 to 8 would probably be a good spot for them.
I got this.
Maybe 9.
assuming that they're stays healthy.
What? How many, Joe? You got them 11-6?
I got them at 6. I actually am on the field.
Wow.
Jeez, bro. They're not
I
even
just
the.
don't
That's a
know.
lot of- that's a lot of-
You, wait, hold on, Joe. Joe, hold on. You like them more than the Chargers?
Well, I guess the Broncos
Because I'm a
would
firm.
be.
I'm one that
Okay.
I defend him all the time, but I'm a believer.
But I still got Kansas City and the Chargers over them.
I'm a believer in Gruden
Yeah,
because if you follow his timeline on his coaching history,
total
it's
3
to
years.
12 wins in his 4th or 5th year. This is his 5th year, and they were 8 last year, so they weren't exactly a team that was trash. They were actually a pretty solid team, and they've shown that they can play with people. They just need to
Yeah,
come.
I think they'll win some games. I'm just
But-
wondering where you're saying 11-6, so you have them in the playoffs, right?
Yeah, they're one of the favorites for the playoffs. Honestly, they are one of my favorites for the playoffs. They're going to bring.
I think they're French playoff where they could
That's
go
a
either
hot
way
take.
for them.
I think they're like 7-10 for me. Like I
Yeah,
think they'll be.
it
I think
depends
they'll.
on the health of the Chargers.
So if you guys had to pick,
Yeah, that's a good point. I have the Chargers a little bit better. Yeah, I have the Chargers a little better.
I'm a believer in Justin Herbert.
I like the
Justin
offensive line. Listen, I like the Corey Linsley pickup from the Packers for them. I mean, I think they really are doing something with their offensive line with the Chargers.
Protect their asset, their QB of the future.
The Chargers did everything they could to remake their roster because they were a front runner for Tom Brady.
The
Raiders were?
They were the Chargers. He is right. They were interested in Tom Brady.
Chargers have a very, very good roster and a great young quarterback.
Yeah, if they can stay healthy, I definitely have them coming in second in the division behind the Chiefs. Obviously.
People sleep on Keenan Allen like he's not one of the best receivers in the league.
He is. Well, he just had some injuries lately that kind of
he can't never stay healthy, but he is so good.
He's
just
great.
like Derwin
He's
James.
so talented.
My thing
is he's just so injury prone, bro. But he's a stud.
If you're not going to give AJ Green his credit, you don't need to give Keenan Allen his credit because
I love AJ Green.
We're not giving AJ his credit.
I'm about
AJ Green. I love AJ.
That, bro. We
he's
never
hurt
said
too
that.
much.
They're both injury prone and they're both good.
Okay, I was just saying because a lot of people.
Oh, we'll see.
I mean, I like AJ Green a little more than Allen, but James is right. I mean, they're both injury prone and they're both really talented wide receivers. That, like, if they were healthy, you would think that they would probably finish, pretty high in all time, rankings and probably Hall of Fame careers. But their injuries might hold them back. I don't know. We'll see how it ends for them. We'll see.
It's a couple years younger, right?
Yeah, but
I think so.
Now
He's
AJ has the benefit
They're
of playing
both
behind
kind of
Hopkins.
old.
Yeah, they're both getting up there. But, yeah, AJ's a little older, I believe, yeah.
He is, for sure.
So.
All right,
AJ
so
Green's got-
I think by 2 years.
if we are
Where's Tyler?
TJ just keeps that was an accident. I thought he was out,
In
but
and
he
out.
was second. I don't know what happened, bro. But you know what? I think
got
that's
angry.
it for week 1.
Back.
So let's go and talk about the sports morons of the week. So we got some shit to talk about now. So I'm gonna give the floor to Tyler, who's not here. But okay, I guess we'll skip Tyler until he comes back. But sports moron, Skip Bayless. This guy does it to himself every week, bro. Listen, and it's not just. I'm sure you guys saw what he said about Kawhi Leonard being the closest to Michael Jordan. No, deadly mid-range shooter, and all this other shit he was saying. But it wasn't just that. It's that he started this new trend that he's doing where he'll always get on Instagram and post a picture of his alarm clock at 2 a.m. And he'll put captions like, "Hey LeBron, are you awake? Because I'm awake." It's just he's kind of become a deranged psychopath.
He's obsessed with him.
And
he wants LeBron to
Kawhi
acknowledge
thing,
him.
bro. He just does it to himself constantly.
No.
It kind of just makes me wonder, why is this guy still relevant?
Hey Jay.
Hey Jay.
What's up, bro?
Man, sorry I'm a little late. I had a full day, y'all, but I see
Shut up. You're always late. It's all good, buddy.
Actually,
at least you're not more late than Anthony Brown.
I love you, brother.
Actually, I would have. I almost didn't come on because I got to take a mean shit right now, but I'm a hold it.
Hey, bro, thanks for letting us know. Thanks for letting us know. We're glad to hear that.
Now, to the point of the
About to get demonetized.
Yeah, to the point of the topic, we're talking about a man who, after Dak Prescott and his rookie year on Sunday night, led a comeback drive against the Eagles in overtime to win. He called the greatest drive in Cowboys history.
Skip is crazy, bro.
Let's keep in mind what that is. Boy, you pay him no mind. No mind.
I mean, you could go on for days and weeks and months about all the stupid sports takes that Skip has given, but I agree with Jane. He's obsessed with LeBron. Just like, why are you posting about another man? The
His
first thing you do
alarm
when you
clock.
wake up,
It's the alarm clock posts. It's always, hey, LeBron, I just finished my 9th workout. And I'm going on my way to my 12th workout.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, where are you at, LeBron? I'm in Cali. Are you in
Yo,
Cali?
I stopped listening to Skip when he called Dak weak for talking about his mental peace.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that was messed up.
Your point.
Yeah.
Like, in the day, LeBron's not acknowledging him. That's it.
That's his
never
greatest
acknowledged it, bro.
accomplishment.
That should be on LeBron's Hall of Fame resume. That the fact that he never said anything about Skip Bayless.
Upset about that.
Guy, we're talking about a guy who left a whole network because they chose another guy over him.
We're talking about a
Max
guy
Goodell.
that started a rumor about
Hey,
Troy Aikman being gay.
Stephen A. Smith was pushing to get Skip back, but Skip signed a new deal with Fox Sports 1.
Yeah.
They actually wanted him back on First Take.
They did, but my point is, but it would be back as being on Stephen A's show, not being on Skip's show. Skip,
Skip wants his own show.
Look at how Mel Hill talked about him. Look at how Kerry Champion talked about him. Look at how Jenny Taft just went off on him. He wants anyone that's going to give him the time of day, and LeBron does not give him the time of day.
Man, I remember on First Take, what was it, about 6 or 7 years ago, when Mark Cuban embarrassed him on that.
Oh, I remember that too, bro.
That was the worst I ever seen Skip get it. That probably was worse. That probably was worse, dare I say it, than when Richard Sherman told him he sucked at life.
He said, "I'm better at life than you, bro."
That was great.
Mark Cuban did it first because Mark Cuban.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty funny when Shannon got in Skip's ass about being offended about interviewing Tebow or Tom Brady.
What did what's his face said? Jalen Rose, bruh. I looked up your stats.
Yeah.
Oh shit! 1.4 points.
2 points a game.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jalen gave it to Skip the worst.
Jalen did.
He said, "Hey, bro, you played junior. You was on JV as a junior."
Because he gets tired. Skip is here to
You might as well stop playing at that point.
And then Skip, and then he actually came on the next show and he explained it. He was like,
bro,
if you said all that to me, that kind of touched the nerve because I always wanted to be a big shot basketball player. Yes, I was coming off the bench. Yes, I was averaging 1.4 points a game. It just didn't work out. Skip just kind of took that like mad personal. But Jalen was like, dude, like you go at people's necks on the air. I had to do what I had to do.
Yeah,
Jalen
he always going at people's lives. I mean, he can't. If you can't dish it, you gotta be able. You know, if you're gonna dish, you gotta be able to take it.
He don't
gotta
really
be
go
able to
after
be-
Shannon Sharp like that. I wonder why.
Because
Shannon ain't gonna play that shit.
I don't know. He wouldn't. That's the same dude that that called the president when they were smoking the Patriots. Dude, with Skip.
Send the National Guard.
I will say this much as far as Skip. I'm going to play devil's advocate. As a man has been in sports journalism for over 40 years. So as much and as bad as we might talk about Skip, believe it or not, you need men like that in the business. You need a bad guy. You need somebody to fight. Yeah. He's a necessary evil. That's why he's around. I've seen it all. Oh, Skip should be fired. They should cut him off. Skip just signed back with Fox Sports.
I think he's a good guy off the camera.
What's up?
Okay. Tyler is in here, but there's 6 of us. So does anybody just want to jump off for a second so Tyler can share his sports moron?
I'm gonna go ahead and head out. I'm gonna go back inside and.
All right, TJ,
Yeah, I
we
will.
appreciate you being here, man.
Hey, good seeing you.
Later, guys.
You came back.
Masturbate to Dak Prescott using your tears as lube.
Why you say that right as he left, man? Dom ain't shit, bro.
Okay,
my bad.
It's everything. He didn't even know what to say.
Ti, you have
What's
the
up?
floor, brother. Who is your sports moron of the week?
So my sports moron of the week, and I'm going to be completely biased on this one, is going to be Sean Payton. Sean Payton this week said that he chose Jacksonville for the home opener because it was the most expensive for Packers fans. The Saints looked at all the Florida stadiums because they figured the state's heat and humidity could give them an edge. They searched Aaron Rodgers' record in Florida and discovered he is 3-4 in his career with a 78.1 passer rating, as well as flights from Green Bay to Jacksonville, Tampa, and Miami on Expedia. Jacksonville was the most expensive and presented the most challenging itinerary, which sold the Saints on the Jacksonville Jaguars Stadium.
Huh.
So he is my sports moron of the week because he's going to eat crow this week when Aaron Rodgers torches that team on Sunday afternoon.
Devontae Adams going to be
The biggest flaw in that is not it's not even about Aaron Rodgers. The biggest flaw isn't about that. The biggest flaw is the Packers have one of the biggest fans in the whole entire league. They will probably outnumber the Saints.
Yeah.
At what is supposed to be their home
Saints
game.
fans ain't going to be there.
Are they
There will be some Saints fans. They got a nice fan. They got a big fan base too.
They do.
But I'm just saying the Packers
I'm just saying,
are everywhere.
and ever besides?
What is this?
I barely see Saints fans representing like that.
I've never seen a Cardinals fan in sports.
At least in real life.
Go ahead, Joe.
Be on the internet.
How come they're
I've
not
never,
their home?
I've never been a Cardinals fan on the internet even.
They're not at their home stadium because of the hurricane.
Right.
Right.
I'm just
No.
the sellout rule. They had to have.
Listen, I've been to that stadium, that Jacksonville stadium. That is a shithole, guys. That is a shithole. That is the worst place
Stadium ever.
It's probably the worst city in Florida, to be honest.
Super Bowl, Jacksonville, ever.
It's a shitty state.
Nope.
It's a
No,
shitty
but why?
city.
Like, Joseph brought up this point.
Yeah,
other
it's
day.
an outdoor team. Yeah.
Like, the Saints are an indoor team, so why are they talking about how another team plays outdoors? Like, that makes no sense.
Exactly. You
No.
you don't even play outside. Green Bay plays outside in freezing cold
What the hell are
temperatures.
y'all talking about?
Like
Well, and I think Mike had a point too, because he said like Sean Payton looked up the itinerary, and it's like if you know anything about Florida, Florida's like full of a bunch of transplants. There's going to be Packer fans that are going to be going to Jacksonville.
yeah, right in Florida. Like
Yeah.
they're gonna be there already. Like they don't have. Not all of them are gonna have to travel, and some of them still will.
It's like if Tampa plays Dallas, even Tampa might be a Super Bowl contender, but that don't mean Dallas ain't gonna have fans in the stadium. Like
Cowboys
Florida,
ain't gonna have-
Dallas is gonna have a ton of
You
fans.
know what?
Yeah.
One of the best traveling fan bases are the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know what it is.
oh for sure,
I don't
they
know
are.
what it is, but whenever the Cowboys play a game in California, Rams,
America's team. It's America's
San
team,
Francisco,
bro.
half that stadium will be Dallas.
Yeah,
That stadium, it's
Because
it's
of
like
the
they got
whole
a secret
America's
fan base
team
out there. Yeah,
bullshit or whatever.
But I agree that Green Bay's up there. They're certainly
No,
up
Green
there.
Bay's up
I would
there.
say Green Bay, Dallas, and probably the Steelers are probably some of the better traveling.
Joey Jakes.
Yeah, definitely Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I remember what was it?
Red Wings were still good. Half the road games would be half Wings fans.
Yeah,
Because no one
Yeah.
wants to stay in Detroit except my dumb ass.
Yeah, bro.
The last-
Well, it used
It's
to be
just
the same
ridiculous,
thing.
bro.
It used to be the same thing. Like the White Sox, for instance, for baseball, they're better than the Cubs. But if you look up the sales on the two stadiums, it's not even fucking close. Wrigley shits all over that team.
no.
You know, everyone's a Cubs fan there, even if the
Aaron
team's
Rodgers is going to
losing.
be doing the Lambeau leap in
In
Jacksonville, Florida.
Real.
Incredible.
Yeah, well, he might not be, but Adams might be.
Devontae Adams jumping in the
Devontae
crowd.
It
Adams.
might be an ugly game. It might be rainy. It might be more of a
It's going to be humid and disgusting.
Yeah.
in Jacksonville's not a good. It's real. I've been to that stadium. Like I said, it is not a nice stadium. That is
No.
a shithole. That's a
I mean,
shithole.
it shouldn't be too bad.
Is Jacksonville the stadium where they had like the dirty ass pool and all the fans were just like sitting in it?
Yeah, it is. Back in the day, they don't have that there no more though.
They don't have it anymore.
No, they don't have
Yeah,
that.
I
there
remember
no more.
that.
I don't even remember that.
I remember that from back in the day.
I've only been to, I've been to 4 stadiums, and Jacksonville's one of those 4 stadiums I've been to. And yeah, compared to like Raymond James, I've been to Raymond James, and Raymond James is so much more nicer than Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why multiple teams have been hosting. Like Raymond James has had the Super Bowl there. They've had college football.
Hard Rock, pretty nice in Miami. Like Hard Rock ain't bad. That's a nice stadium.
Yeah, that's nice, bro.
Tampa in general has always just been like a Super Bowl hosting city because even when they had the old Sombrero Tampa Stadium, the predecessor to Raymond James, there was mad Super Bowls out there too.
It's pretty cool too if you like drinking beer because there's a lot of breweries around there. Like there's multiple breweries.
Where's the Super Bowl at this year?
Los Angeles.
Yeah, it's in LA.
Yeah.
SoFi.
Oh, they're in the Rams' new stadium?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what the bowl is this year, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Vegas in a couple years, I believe.
It's not for
That'll be nice. That'll be nice.
Yeah, the Death Star. That'll be dope.
No.
Roomba.
Man, every time I see it, I just think of Star Wars. Every time I see the Raider Stadium, I'm like, that's a Death Star right there, bro.
Didn't he build a mansion to match it?
Can't tell me more like a
He could with all that. Gruden could with all that money he got.
I thought I seen that he did.
Did the Raiders put a strip club like in the stadium?
It's a nightclub.
If they didn't, it wouldn't be Vegas.
It's a nightclub.
There's a nightclub everywhere in Vegas.
So, like, basically, they're gonna have these little sections, like almost like a VIP section that you can have like 4 or 5 people with you,
and cost way too much money.
Oh, absolutely. That's
it's not even about the game anymore. It's about
I feel like that's why they're doing the Monday night game against the Ravens is because they kind of want to show off that stadium too.
Bro. If you're going to an NFL game, people talk about spending $13 for a beer. Just wait for this shit.
This $1,300 bottle service you're gonna have to pay for,
right?
It's gonna be like $1,200
Vader bomb or something.
Hey, did y'all?
It's gonna be like $1,200 for some Hennessy.
Hey, did y'all see the news that the cheapest ticket for Cowboys Buccaneers is like $586? The cheapest ticket.
No, but that doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah,
that's a
I've
big
seen worse,
game.
bro.
Tampa's expensive now since Brady went there.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
When I went
Cowboys too. On top of that,
when I went with my friend Oscar, who Joe would like this. He's from Baltimore, so he's a Ravens fan. But I went with him when the Ravens played the Bucs, and Mike Glennon was their quarterback, and the tickets were dirt cheap.
Oh,
bro! Before Tom Brady went there, you could not give away Tampa Bay Buccaneers tickets.
Oh, and the Ravens won. And the Ravens won, I believe, like 38-9. It was a blowout. It was so ugly.
Yeah, that's usually how it happens. That's
usually how it happens.
He's a good friend of mine. He's a big Ravens fan. So yeah, we like when we hang out down here, he's always keeping an eye on that. So I know JJ is a huge Ravens fan. So I always think JJ when I hang with homie.
My Grubhub driver, like he's a Ravens fan. I said, "Great, buddy, you're good for me. That's cool. Always good." I think the average ticket at the Raiders Stadium is like 1,000 or something.
Well, what's so nice about James's show and what's so nice about doing this each week is like none of us really root for the same team. Obviously, we're all a different team, so you get a different perspective from everybody, and I really appreciate that.
Right. So, does any of the rest of y'all have sports morons before we move on to our last segment?
No, I'm good.
Even though we don't talk about,
I agreed with Tyler's, honestly.
My sports moron is Jim Harbaugh for saying that Washington circled Michigan on their schedule as their most important.
Washington just lost to Montana this last week.
Oh God! Yeah. Oh, really?
They sure did. They sure
I didn't know that.
They got shocked. Yep.
Yeah, they were 26-point favorites, guys.
Yeah, no loss.
Michigan, though.
Oh, I'm glad. Oh man, I'm glad we brought up college football. I just gotta say one thing. Brian Kelly, what the hell are you doing, man? After the game is over against Florida State,
execute.
This is about execution, man. He said the whole team needs to be executed.
That was funny.
Like this guy's a psychopath. Like
that's just crazy.
I really have a lot of questions now. I do.
I forgot about
that. Was funny.
I almost forgot about that until we started talking about college football. Fucking crazy, bro. All right, so Dom, I'm gonna let you lead this off. This was your idea. This is something we're gonna start doing on every show.
We're not talking about Drake and Kanye, are we?
Topics for the last couple minutes of the show. Dom, floor is yours.
Oh my gosh, I have to come up with the topic. Wait, what did I call it that one night? 5 minutes football free, or 5 minutes free from football.
Yeah, that's what we'll call it. 5 minutes free from football.
Okay. You can bring up anything. You can talk about the
literally anything in the world, bro.
I'm totally blank.
That's because he only wanted to do this segment so we can talk about how bad his team.
That was my point. A break from football.
So we had to talk about Detroit.
So what do you want to do? Talk about the Pistons, the Tigers.
It could be anything. It could be another sport. We could talk about
a team.
Okay, fuck it.
A current event.
What's better? As far as wings, flats or drums?
Flats.
Drums all day.
I used to be drums, but now it's flats.
I like both, honestly.
I love both. Don't get me wrong. But
if I had to pick, I'm going flats.
I'm going with the drums.
I'm going drums.
Listen, my homie
all day.
Listen, our homie, I'll say, because you guys are all friends with him too, Cliff will go somewhere. Like, if you go eat wings with Cliff and he will ask, he'll be like, I need all drums. For me, I'll take whatever. I'm good with all of them. But
I like both.
It's easier to dip in the blue cheese. The drums.
Oh, you're a blue cheese guy with him?
No.
I'm a ranch guy with him. I ain't going.
I'm a ranch guy personally too.
Who the fuck likes blue cheese?
Blue cheese.
Buffalo Bills fans.
It smells bad.
Dom's mad.
He's offended.
Bro, he's pissed now.
It's just a preference, and Dom's getting mad over here.
You awaken the beast, bro.
Hey, careful! You wake the baby.
I mean, I don't really need ranch either, but I definitely don't need no goddamn.
Let's talk about them alcoholic lemonades you had this weekend. What were you drinking? Arnold Palmer's?
Spiked Arnold Palmer.
Yeah, they're better than Twisted Tea.
Okay.
It's a spiked. Yeah, it's a spiked Arnold Palmer.
I'll be honest. I haven't had a Twisted Tea in so long. I know the memes got them popular.
I bet they're disgusting.
I've never drank one in my life, honestly.
Yeah, you a beer guy, Mike?
I used to like beer, but I don't really drink anymore, honestly. But if I do, it's more a rum or something like that.
Whiskey or something.
Lost a shot bet to me, and he was drinking 99. God knows what, and I felt so bad for him.
99 bananas?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Woo, that's tough.
It actually was pretty easy. It was pretty easy. I just got really drunk afterwards. That's all.
95% alcohol. I know he was feeling it.
I straight up wanted to be like, "Hey, bro, you don't got to do this."
Yeah, good thing you didn't get sick. Honestly,
it wasn't that bad. It's just like I didn't know what to take shots of.
You might as well just drink some 151.
I thought about tequila, but I was like, I'm guaranteed.
Firewater.
Some of those 99s are really good if you find the right thing to mix it with.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I didn't think it was that bad. It wasn't that bad. But I don't do shot bets anymore because I just don't really drink like that.
What do you guys do for game days when you're going to, what are you doing for this Sunday for all the football? What do you plan on eating? James, I know you're eating more healthy lately.
I've been eating a lot healthier, but
might have to splurge on Sunday.
It's a little too early in the year.
Cheat day.
It's not quite crockpot season.
Always got cheat day.
I'm thinking pizza, guys.
Sunday's a good day for cheat day.
Thinking pizza Sunday.
Wings. I mean, that's easy.
Yeah, that might be the ticket.
Yeah, wings are not that bad for you, though.
I know that Joe would be on that. Joe's on that honey barbecue wings, right? That's what Joe was always getting.
I love lemon pepper wings. They're my favorite.
Okay, lemon
pepper.
I usually get garlic anything.
I like hot. I pretty much like all kinds of different stuff, bro. I like trying different flavors.
No.
Like, I'm not always getting buffalo every time.
Yeah, I like to switch it up once in a while. See try something different once in a while. But
Cassie's tougher than me. Cassie would get like one of the hotter wings all the time. She'll want something spicy.
Max,
for me, even like sometimes I'm just like, damn, this is hot, bro. I can't do this. But Cassie is all about the
my
spices.
thing about spice, I like spicy, but I like it like as a flavor. I don't want to be like I eat the hottest fucking wings and burn my fucking throat.
Yeah, I did
Right,
one of those Pocky chip talents, and like my friend told me, he was like, "Oh, dude, it ain't that bad, dude. It was miserable for me."
Yeah, I heard those are pretty bad. Yeah,
never do that.
Want to get that what's it called, like devil's toe or toe of Satan?
No, dude, I can't do that stuff. That shit.
Yeah, I'm not touching
that one chip fucked me up, bro. That one chip.
Oh,
yeah, that was tough.
I'm not eating the world's hottest anything or the world's top 5 hottest anything.
I usually stay away from anything that says ghost pepper on it.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I was about to say, bro. You read my mind.
I ate some ghost pepper fries and had some like ghost pepper.
I get like this ghost pepper.
I get scared of ghost pepper, bro. I get scared of ghost pepper.
That's hot though.
Every time I hear ghost pepper, y'all remember that video when those 2 blondes ate ghost peppers and they were like dying on camera?
Yeah.
Post it after this one. Send it.
Yeah.
They underestimate, like, oh, I can handle this, and then they're crying. They don't know what to do.
You need like a gallon of milk.
They're like, do we call an ambulance?
When it's just
like, why do you do that to yourself just for a little bit of viral fame? I guess I don't know.
Yeah, like I was reading the comments of that video, and they were all like, "It's not funny, guys. It's serious." And it's like, yes, it is.
Have you guys seen
idiots willfully ate a ghost pepper?
Have you seen
on the line?
Have you seen that guy's podcast that does like hot ones or whatever, and he has a celebrity on there and they're eating hot wings?
Yes.
Yeah. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that.
I did.
Well, go ahead.
Oh, I did see this one. This reporter was doing an interview with this farmer, and then the farmer shows him a pepper. He's about to explain it to him. It's one of the hottest freaking peppers in the world. Dude bites half it off, and he's like, "Oh my god, this is too much, too much." How long does this last? Oh, it could last for several hours. Are you kidding me? It's like, well, maybe don't bite into shit. You don't know what it is.
I saw this guy doing it. I saw this guy doing it to like these drug addicts outside of a gas station. He was like, "You want $20? All right, well, you got to eat this pepper in front of me." And I felt so bad for these homeless dudes, man. They didn't even have a drink. They didn't even have a drink or anything. The guy didn't get them a milk or a water or anything.
They went and got a 40. Anyone got a 40, took care of it.
He got that $20 and went and got himself.
These guys are dying, bro. They're
going to buy himself 5 gallons of milk for $20.
Yeah.
Went and got himself a pack, and he felt no pain.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. If someone offered me $20 to eat a ghost pepper, I'd be like, I'm good.
Yeah, when you're
a
drug addict, it's you'll do anything for money.
Drive that price up.
Different.
You would have drove the price up, Jay? Like, give me 100 and I'll do it.
Not even for 100. I'd be like, dude, $400, man. Ghost pepper.
100. I don't even think I'll do 100 either, bro. Just
$400.
I wouldn't do it for any amount of money.
I'll just think about like, all right, I can make this money in
unless it was
I don't need
the third amount of money.
I'd eat like a live insect before I ate a fucking ghost pepper.
Eat a caterpillar before
I might too.
Pepper.
I mean, granted, this was a long time ago. I'm old, so my friends are old. My buddy's dad ate a daddy long legs for $1 when he was a kid. $1.
Oh man,
they don't seem too bad though.
I mean, that's a little weird, but it's not in a like. It's
a little.
Like you're gonna eat it and then it's over with. Like a hot pepper is gonna be with you for a fucking hour sometimes if you don't have the right stuff.
Oh, that shit might last for days, bro. Think about like the after effects. Like,
yeah, you got
your ass is gonna be in the bathroom.
Yeah, that's the
how bad it burns on the way out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, your ass is gonna be on fire.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like a little bit,
low key, high key,
like a little bit of spice is good for flavor. But like if I'm eating something super hot and I'm gonna be like huffing,
you go to Taco Bell. You go to Taco Bell, that shit burns on the way out. Imagine eating a ghost pepper. It's gonna be like a million times worse.
Yeah,
I'm cool. I'm cool with some like Parmesan garlic wings or something like that instead.
Yeah, I don't mind the spicy wings a little bit, but like I said, just enough for some flavor. I don't want to
Stay
be
away from the
sweating.
ghost pepper wings.
Yeah, I don't want to be
Those
sweating
exist.
while I'm trying to eat dinner. I mean, I'm good.
Fuck with B-dubs all anymore, but even when I did, like those top 2 or
B-dubs
3,
is
I'm like,
terrible.
Yeah, no, those top
Bro,
ones.
they
yeah,
are. That shit is horrible.
Anytime you go to,
the thing is, I used to go get B-dubs like almost 20 years ago when there was literally like 3 in the entire country.
Yeah.
And one of them was Kitty Corner from the all-new Titty Bar.
I like the B-dubs Asian Zing wings. Those are pretty good.
Zing are bomb.
But
It's a good place to watch games.
If you got like a real wing spot, then go there. But if you don't got a real wing spot and you want to watch some games, B-dubs pretty good.
Plus, they almost always have cherry wheat on tap.
Yeah.
Like, straight up, when I do go to B-dubs, I don't even fucking get wings anymore. I get like a chicken tender wrap.
Those wraps are good there.
We got a lot of food there.
Those wraps are good there, though. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, their nachos are real good. I like those.
Cassie always gets those big ass pretzels with like the Bavarian cheese or the beer cheese and shit like that.
Yeah.
Hey man, they give you like 3 of them. I think they come
Not
out.
really my spot as far as
I haven't been there in years though.
Getting food.
Yeah.
I used to go there like back in the day, like just like it like. I watch UFC fights, but like I used to go to see the scenery and go out there, and then you go out to like Buffalo Wild Wings. You're like, wow, these are the worst fucking UFC fans ever. All the dudes are out talking about like old knockout stories from like 6th grade and shit. Like, bro, I don't care. Knock your ass out right now. Like, what are you talking about?
Tap out.
What did you guys think about it? Where
yeah,
Dana White talks shit about Jake Paul.
I think
Jake
it was.
Paul was
I think it was funny.
I want to fight Dana White, and Dana was just like, "Yeah, bro, I'm sure you want to fight me because I'm like 50 years old and only."
Listen, I don't like giving Dana a lot of credit. I don't like giving him credit for anything because I think he is a really, he underpays fighters and stuff. But that was a funny comment that he made back.
Yeah,
it was
bro,
slick. It was slick on his end. And now I hear Massville wants to fight one of the Paul brothers. Dana ain't gonna allow that, bro. He ain't gonna.
Oh, dude, people have already started with the Jake Paul stuff, like. Oh, Floyd was the last great fighter like of his era, and now Jake Paul is the great fighter of this era.
If he wants to prove, listen, if he wants to prove anything, he should just box Tommy Fury. That would make sense.
Yeah,
he should fight a real
fighter to like actually fighting boxer.
Anyone that's within 5 years.
Not somebody who's on Medicare.
Yeah, I want to see him against. I want to see him against a boxer instead of him just calling out grapplers.
I'd like to see him fight Fury. I mean, that'd be good.
He would get destroyed if he fought Fury.
Well, Tommy Fury.
Yeah, Tommy Fury.
But he still gets
Tyson. Don't need to happen.
No, Tyson.
He's never going to have any boxing credibility fighting old UFC fighters.
Yeah, they're grapplers at that. They're not
They're not even strikers.
Yeah, like people thought
fighting against substitute teachers, bro.
Yeah, people thought Woodley was a striker because he's had knockouts. He's a grappler. He used to wrestle. That's what Woodley did. Like
he can hit hard. I mean, he did hit him hard.
He had moments. Yeah, the rope saved him at one point in that fight.
But you're right. He's not a scrap. He's not a striker. He can hit. He's got a nice right hook. But that doesn't mean you can
Jake Paul
stand up and fight. Doesn't mean that's your strong point at all. So
and plus he's a lot bigger than Woodley too. Like he's not, you know what I mean? He was he had like 30 or 40 pounds on him. Like he's not. That's why Tommy Fury makes sense because he's a little bit bigger. He's not Tyson, of course, because Tyson's huge, but Tommy Fury's big enough to really, put him in his fucking place.
Tyson with body.
Or at least challenge him and make him prove something.
Exactly.
It's you're going to prove it or you're going to get exposed, and that's where you're at in your career if you want to have any legitimate credibility in the boxing ring. Period.
I think his whole fighting career at this point has been very orchestrated, but at some point he's going to schedule a fight that he thought he was going to win, and he's like, I hope that.
And he's going to get fucking dropped, bro.
Yeah, I want him to.
I see it coming.
I'm tired of him. I want him to get dropped.
I mean, if he proves himself, he proves himself. But I'm not going to be shocked once he finally tests himself and gets
a real boxer. Yeah. Last question. Does any of you guys got Wilder in that fight? Because I got Tyson Fury.
I got Tyson
Fury.
You know what, bro? I'm going with Wilder because I think this is I think this is a great rivalry that these two guys.
Is this 2 or 3?
So I think that Wilder is going to take this one, and then they're going to fight
2
again.
Or 3 now.
This is not going to be the last time these guys fight each other.
Right? Yeah. Well, yeah. Wilder's going to win it no matter what. It's already been agreed upon between the two of them. I promise you.
I'm picking Fury.
I don't know.
But
I'm going
I think Wilder. I'm going Wilder.
Would they really fight for a third? Would they really fight for a third time? If
the winner would fight. The winner would fight Joshua. Anthony Joshua.
Right. I'm saying they're already setting this shit up for a third fight.
I think they want Anthony Joshua to fight. They want Tyson to win so he could fight Anthony Joshua. Is what I think.
That's what we all want.
Yeah. But I think they could do that. If Fury beats Wilder a second time and solidifies it, for instance,
why would you?
Yeah, him and Joshua would be the fight to make.
But I would take a Wilder and Joshua fight too. That one's one coming.
I watch that too.
Joshua's getting the winner for sure.
Yeah,
and deserves it. That fight only makes sense for them. Yeah. I like the heavyweights though. I don't like
doubt Wilder because I mean he's got a punch that could knock anybody out at any moment.
Right,
the heavyweight division is better.
I just think Fury is a more
I agree. I agree. Yeah. I'm obviously more of an MMA fan, but I love the heavyweight boxers. I love it,
dude. I've said for the last some odd years that the day, and we saw what happened, the day that Deontay Wilder runs into a boxer, he in trouble. Now, folks already said, even though they fought to a draw, they said that Fury should have won the first fight. Fury clearly won.
This third one, that's right.
Yeah, this fight is number 3. So this is why I'm picking Fury.
It was a draw, the first one, right?
This is the third fight.
But everybody.
Yeah, the draw and then Fury
won that fight. The second time, Fury won. This is part 3. So
Fury was licking blood off his shoulder in the second one.
Yeah.
He was
still gonna fight again after this.
If Wilder wins, yeah, they will. Yeah. But if Fury wins, they'll move on to Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
They'll make it look good, and then there will be a fourth fight. Anthony Joshua's just gonna have to sit and wait.
He's gonna have to take another fight.
He'll be watching.
Seriously.
Yeah, he might. It's possible.
I don't know. We'll see, but I just think
you only see these fights like once a year, maybe like once every 10 months. It's like, come the fuck on, like. Especially if it's a rematch, have that shit 6 months later.
I think it's a good topic that you brought up, though, because we can get away from football for a little bit and talk about some of the other things. So I do talk
whether we're doing this on future shows,
whether we're talking about hot wings or boxing, whatever.
You're welcome.
Yeah, any kind of sports, any kind of other shit you guys want to debate.
It's just
we can talk about music. We can.
Yeah. I appreciate it. We had a whole segment on hot wings. I was with it. That was fun.
Hell yeah,
man! I was just throwing some shit out there, man. Dom wasn't ready, but I'm trying to put him on the spot.
I had 10,000 ideas in my head when I brought up that idea to you, and then you put me on the spot, and I'm like, I almost said fucking hot dog condiments.
That would have been all right too. That would have been all right too.
That would have been interesting. We're all from different places. The hot dogs get a little weirder when you go to the East Coast.
See, I love me a chili cheese dog. That's me.
Oh, you don't have the on there? I thought you're from Chicago.
Hey, any of y'all put
I fuck with a Chicago dog too.
Mayo sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes mayo ain't bad.
I hear a lot of people doing that.
A lot of people don't like mayonnaise, and I don't get why. I like mayonnaise.
No, I like mayonnaise now on a hot dog. That's a little too weird.
I like it, but not on a hot dog.
It's a little weird, but
my go-to is mustard. I gotta have mustard on a hot dog.
My favorite is a chili cheese dog, honestly.
Chili cheese dog.
Wait a second. Do you guys consider is hot dog considered a sandwich?
Oh man, it's always the toughest question. It's always the toughest question because technically, yes, it is.
In the middle of pieces of bread, by definition.
Yeah, technically, it is
a sandwich.
Well, here's the thing, and you out there. So, like, I guess,
or is it in his own food category?
I mean, like hoagies out there in Philly, like it's the same concept, right? It's almost the same
Kinda,
type
yeah.
of bread. It's got meat and all the condiments and everything.
Yeah, I'd say yeah. I'd say
So if you
yeah.
think
Hot
about
dog
it,
is a sandwich.
Hot dog is a form of a sandwich.
Hot dog's a sandwich.
It
Yeah.
is. It just
is a
you
sandwich.
think of it, and you're like,
two
that
pieces
has
of
to be
bread.
a different food,
It's the
but
same-
it definitely falls under a sandwich.
Miracle Whip is
Oh,
about.
wow.
Oh no, I don't think
with
so.
over mayo.
I knew that was
Block
gonna be a
him.
reaction.
He's not allowed
Hellman's-
to comment anymore.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm with Hellman's on you. I'm with Hellman's with you, Jay.
You're probably
Dom,
a cool guy,
bro.
Jack Talk.
I
but
can't-
Fuck you. for
Tonight
that
we
Miracle
learned
Whip
two
comment.
things. Dom hates Miracle Whip and he hates blue cheese.
What
Fucking
was that? It
Miracle
was
Whip.
from
It's not your fault, Jack Talk. It's my mom.
wait, what was that movie? Oh my god. That dude who was like, my skin is white but my neck is red. I put Miracle Whip on my Wonder Bread. What was that movie? It was that white dude who you know who I'm talking about? Oh my god.
Talking about Malibu's Most Wanted?
Yes, Malibu's
Yeah,
Most Wanted.
That's the
Have you
one.
guys ever seen
Oh,
the
there
picture
goes a
of
Ford
Jared-
Maverick. Yeah, that
Have you
it
ever
was
seen the
Malibu's Most
picture of
Wanted.
Jared Goff dressed up as that dude for Halloween?
Oh, I
Yeah.
saw that, bro.
I saw that. I saw that. That's
so
funny.
fucking money with the watch on over the
He looks
wristband.
just like him too. He fit that.
He literally looks just like him.
He gonna play like him too.
The first
Yeah.
time I saw it, I had to do a double take.
That movie's underrated. Honestly, it's funny.
That was a
though.
good movie back in the day. It really was.
Movie's funny.
When they took him to the hood to try to scare him out of being gay.
It's funny.
What was that fucking movie, bro? Like, damn, I forget the name of that movie. Is it Road Trip? Where
Oh,
like
dude,
that skinny
classic.
dude,
Classic.
he gets with
Tom
like
Green.
the thick girl.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's road trip. It's road trip. When he
Road
knows
Trip.
when he knows the
That's who Jared
handshake when
Goff
he goes
reminds me
to.
of.
Oh man, that movie's funny.
Jared Goff reminds me of that guy too.
Tom Green is so crazy.
All I do is a fucking.
That's
that
what
guy is crazy,
that's what
for real.
Jahan always calls Dom up there.
Tom.
Or no, Ant does. Ant calls him that.
Freddie got fingered.
When I first met Dom, I called him Ali G.
Oh,
I get that one. I get that one for
He
sure.
kind of does
You
look
have
like a
one.
He
Walmart.
looked just like him, dude.
He kind of does look like a Walmart Tom Green.
That's not even a bad one. Ollie G funny as fuck, bro.
Ali G's pretty spot on. I'm not gonna lie.
Ollie G funny.
That was legit.
I
When I'm
mean,
clean
just like
shaven
it,
and I
because you
just
see
cut
how
my
Dom,
hair.
like you see how Dom dressed with the fitteds and the chains and all that. I'm like, this nigga just like Ali G, bro. I'm telling you.
He got chains.
Every
and
once
shit,
in a
bro.
while,
He got
I get,
ice.
Dom would be on the golf course with like an orange hat and an orange shirt and some orange kicks.
Everything's bright. Like you can never lose Dom on the golf.
Yeah, you never could. You see him glowing in the dark.
I played in an outing a couple weeks ago, and I just had like a navy blue shirt, like the
Oh,
shorts pretty
shit.
much maxed. And everyone, like I got harassed for most of the day for not showing out more, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I'm
I'd be weirded out if I saw you like not
that's
standing
not
out.
you, Dom. Like I'd be kind of weird. Like you okay? Like,
Right.
Yeah.
you need to
That's
go to the
pretty much what everyone
hospital or
said.
something.
They're like, "Who is this imposter?"
Basically.
They're like, "You get robbed for your clothes in the parking lot." I'm like,
They're like, we want highlighter Dom back. Come on.
Yeah.
apparently my reputation precedes me, good, bad, or indifferent. And I'll just think about it. The Eagles beat Washington, then they would have the 11th pick.
And would have got Justin
Got
Fields.
Justin Fields.
That game where the Eagles tanked on purpose. If they beat
Oh,
Washington.
fuck, this is that Miracle Whip guy. Fuck him.
Nah, dude, like, Jock Talk's OG. He's been around for a while, bro, but he...
Okay,
Jock-
Miracle Whip.
Jock
comment
Talk,
now.
don't worry
If they
about
had
Tom. He's a
Fields,
Lions
bro,
fan. Don't worry
if
about him.
if the Washington football team had Fields, they would be scary. No
Yeah.
doubt.
With that defense and Justin Fields on the other end, yeah, they got some good wide
It would be a
receivers
perfect
there.
situation.
I gotta see
Funny,
more.
'cause
I
I
gotta
thought
see
that,
more from Justin Fields. He does hold on to the ball a lot in college.
Well,
Funny, because I thought that was
The
the
thing is-
ideal landing spot for Cam, but not with Ron Rivera.
no.
Nobody
I think
wants
Cam go.
Cam because of his injury history. He won't get vaccinated, which also like keeps teams from wanting to sign him.
Yeah.
I was
And
gonna
that's
say,
kind of
Paul,
it. Like, and he's
where
old.
does Cam-
And
where
on
does
top
Cam
of that,
sign,
Ron
and at what point in the
Rivera,
season?
Ron Rivera just got out of having a cancer bout like last year. He's not trying to compromise his system. He's really not trying to have.
Jock says he's older than you, Dom.
Vaccinated. You know?
Oh, Dom's pretty old.
Respect your elders.
Yeah.
Respect your elders.
Then or then? He meant
Damn.
is he? He just thinks that I'm younger.
Yeah.
He's an OG,
Appreciate
bro.
you, Jock.
No, trust me, he's an OG.
I take back everything bad that I said.
Dom's getting his
Except
prostate
Miracle
exam soon, Jock. Couple of years, right?
Whip. I was gonna say, I've been
That
I've been
doctor's
rolling
gonna
this
put
earth
some
for
Miracle
over-
Whip in your ass, Dom.
Uh-oh.
Jesus.
Okay, with that note, guys, it has been an amazing show, but we gotta stop at some point. We've been going for an hour and a half. It's been amazing, and we just want to thank everybody that stopped by. We had
Okay, you're older
we had
than
some
Dom
great-
then.
We had some great debates tonight.
Oh
so-
man! Oh, that now I get why he likes Miracle Whip. That's for the over 50 crowd. My mom likes Miracle Whip too. There, Jack Talk. What's with the 2K?
Jock Talk, Dom.
Jack Talk. I can't read. I'm old.
Hey,
Respect your elders.
Miracle Whip is all
Go
right.
go get some LASIK like Jameis Winston. Maybe you can
Right,
do better.
vocals.
Yeah, you got to get that Jameis Winston contact surgery.
You're automatically
Laser eye
better once
surgery.
you get that. So,
But
I bet
anyway,
you he
guys,
doesn't throw 30 picks this year.
Hold on, y'all. They're wrapping up.
is anybody
Yeah,
going to
Jake got
share
the
what
bubble
they're
guts.
doing?
He's ready.
Follow them. Whatever you guys shout out every week. You guys know the routine by now.
All right. Well, you can find me on Twitter. I'm at NELLI13, NEL13. Also, you can catch me on here every Tuesday night at the Sports Gauntlet podcast, which is 15 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8:15 Eastern. Also on the Sip Off with Megan Price, Anthony Brown, and Jahan
Price is
Phillips.
right.
That will be Thursdays.
Next
and about
Thursday.
the same time. Yeah, so next Thursday, that's the second.
So they're off this week?
Yes,
Yeah.
they're off.
Probably because the Cowboys are playing.
Right. They're doing it every other week now.
And then you can also catch me on Roku on Visual Dramatics. I'm a staff writer for them. I do live commentaries for them. This month just hit 1 year that the company started. Still averaging 1 million streams a month.
Oh yeah, congrats.
My next live commentary, I'll be touching base on the new abortion law ban in Texas.
Oh wow.
That
Yeah.
other states are trying to follow suit on. So I'll be
That's
doing
gonna be
live
some
commentary.
heat there
I
from
heard about
J-Dog.
that.
J-Dog
that's
with the
gonna be
heat dog.
spicy.
that's a big subject right there.
That's gonna be spicy. Make sure you guys.
I'll
go
tune
check
in
that
for
out.
sure for
Hey,
that.
but
I'll
you,
watch,
but you,
but
you
that's
know,
not
but what, but you know, you got to talk about the controversy. You got to talk about the tough things, man.
You got
gotta
to have the tough conversations.
You got to have
the
the tough conversations.
combos, bro.
Yeah, you guys could catch me on the Sip Off. It's every other Thursday, so it ain't going to be this Thursday, but it's the Thursday after, hosted by Megan Price, Anthony Brown, and Jahan Phillips. You can also catch me here on the Gauntlet, of course, on Tuesday nights at 8:15. And you guys can catch me in Cage Ragers. There's no UFC event this weekend, so we're taking the weekend off. It's going to be a football weekend. But the weekend after, Anthony Lionheart-Smith fights Ryan Spann, number 6 versus number 11 in the light heavyweight division. Important fight, and I think someone's probably going to get knocked out in that fight, so tune in.
Should be exciting.
Go ahead, Mike.
I'll just be here on the Sports Gauntlet. About that's what I do. Otherwise, I'm just a family man at home. So
Respect, bro.
Respect. The family man.
We respect it.
Family man.
And shout out to Jessica for tuning in and supporting her husband.
yeah.
That's what's up.
And we
yeah.
appreciate her
That's what's
support,
up,
too.
Cassie.
Jess was trying to step into the gauntlet tonight. I love it. I love it.
That was great.
All right, guys. We will see you guys on the next show next Tuesday night.
I appreciate it.
Easter.
Cool. I won't shout out your show or nothing, even though it's the only one I ever shout out.
What about the NFL carousel?
I don't even know what night that is anymore. I seriously don't. And I was going to say, you can catch me
No
on
disrespect to the carousel, but the gauntlet is like the NFL carousel,
there's enough,
the deluxe
there's enough
version.
meat on that plate for everyone to eat. It's all good. But
No
like
shade.
I said, I don't even
No
know
shade.
when it is. But that's what got that. Like I said, it has a special place in my heart because it's what got me doing this shit every week.
Well, check us out. check us all out next Tuesday on the Gauntlet as we will be rehashing all the fun games this week.
Yeah.
Week 1 recap.
Could be good.
Can't wait.
All the madness of week 1. And we'll
My
see
team's
you.
gonna win. What
next
about y'all?
Tuesday.
Peace, y'all.
My team's going to win. All right, you guys have a good night.
No, you're not, Mike.